Boom! Monday morning.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Kenny, how you doing today, sir?
We're back.
Oh,
We're
snap.
doing
Hey,
great.
listen, man. It's been a nice week off, right? And I feel like we're better for it. How was your week, sir?
Oh, good, good, good. Getting ready for the big game, but everything has been great.
Oh,
Family
oh,
time.
wait. We got to talk about this before. By the way, ladies and
It's still
gentlemen,
classified. It's still
it's
classified.
still classified? It's still okay,
Yes, sir.
fine. Okay, cool. We'll leave it alone, man. But we'll talk about it after it's happened. You know what I mean?
Yes,
Um,
sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the YAS, the Young and Successful Daily Show.
Yeah.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Let's go ahead and jump into it today. Today we're going to be talking about crypto adoption, right? Some phases of crypto adoption, right? And which Kenny, that graph which you found there, man, really cool. And I like how you explained it as well, right? And Anonymous versus Elon Musk, and then we're going to jump into some scribble analysis, and we'll close it out, right?
All right.
So,
All right.
Okay, Kenny, bless us with the market action, man. What's going on today?
And so basically, things are still kind of balanced right now. Quick
Yeah.
shot, quick little short summary. Dominance for Bitcoin is still around that 40% range. It's not
Right.
losing. It's not really gaining much. But Ethereum is back. Ethereum is back at 19.5. People are believing in this baby. As you can see in the chart, it's still number two. And
Right.
for the last 7 days, it's been 6.67%. Another big one that will follow is Cardano, ADA. That's also holding. And of course, Dogecoin is back at number 6. It was at number 9 earlier in the week. It's back at
Doge.
number 6. And of course, we don't have our other friend, which is at number 2026.
Shiba Inu.
Shiba Inu.
Hey man, Shiba Inu has
that's
been
supposed to be
sliding.
funding my Tesla. So my Tesla is in the drain right now. Oh golly, 33 now. It's gone further back down. So I'm not getting that Tesla anytime soon. But I'm still keeping my feet up.
Hey man. Dude, you know what's interesting? I actually had not looked at Shiba Inu until just right now when you were talking about it, and there is a hole in my heart right now. But that's
Yeah,
fine.
man.
But that's fine. We'll keep a diamond hands, man. Diamond hands,
Yes,
right?
sir.
We don't have time to be giving up here. One other, worthy mention is XRP, man.
Yes,
XRP has been battling the SEC for a while now. And it seems they're coming out on top of this thing. There's price, a lot of people have a price target for about $10. I have some of this on KuCoin, and we'll see how it goes, right? So interesting stuff there. Well, let's roll right into some adoption news. El Salvador,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Accepting Bitcoin as legal tender. Tell us about this, man.
Yo, I'm not El Salvadorian, but I believe this is great news. The
Right.
fact that this is going to bring in a lot of big corporations to start doing business, especially companies that are looking to start doing Bitcoin investments,
Right.
finance companies, any crypto-related companies. I think we should even go open up a company in El Salvador with
I'm
this
down for
right
that,
here.
bro. We gotta do the research on that.
Yeah, and also being African, this is also great news for the Cardano guys and
Cardano,
guys in
yeah.
Africa, because reality is once countries start switching to digital currency, the issue that you have with paper currency,
Right.
being able to trade more efficiently, more securely, that goes away.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure this is one of Cardano's major objective is that quick adoption into digital currency is going to solve a lot of financial related issues that African countries have.
Exactly. And I'm gonna also add by saying that this is part of that crypto adoption process, right?
Yeah.
Every day we're seeing that there is one step further of acceptance, right? Whether it's a
Yeah.
country accepting it or it's a company adding crypto to their balance sheets and things like that. And of course, yet we still have the naysayers. Like I actually read something recently this morning. I don't have the article with me here, but some essentially a group of CEOs in Russia felt that, well, actually came out saying that Bitcoin they don't like Bitcoin because they think it's like printing fake money and blah blah blah. Well, I think it's okay for people to still have that belief, but I don't know if it's really okay, right? Because at the end of the day, someone needs to tell them that this is not going away.
Well, it's okay if they don't.
Yeah.
you uh, I didn't believe in Tesla for the longest. I wish I could have.
True. Well, but this is one thing I'll also add though, because the problem with people like that, right, who say, oh, they think it's fake, is that when prices start moving to a point now that is too expensive, and they realize that, oh wait, I want to be part of this, guess what they start doing before they get in?
Manipulation campaign
Exactly.
to push it back down so they can get in, which is what is
That
going
is the
on
problem
right
I
now.
have with that. Exactly.
That's what's going on right now, boy.
Right. So anyway, moving on to the next one here, we have this beautiful chart. It's like an adoption phase kind of thing. Tell us about this, Kenny.
Yeah, so coming from Chief Information Officer training, being a Chief Information Officer myself for a startup called Green Africa Airways before the old drama going on right now.
Right.
I've learned that as a manager, you should look into paying attention, close attention to innovation going on in the industry.
Right.
And I was just thinking to myself the other day, why don't I flip that CIO management mentality into an investor type mentality? And I just thought I should pull up this chart. So what this chart literally tells you right here is that in every industry, there's some sort of innovation going on. And this chart is from 2019. This chart does not get updated all the time. It comes from Gartner. Gartner does a lot of research. This is basically what this institution is about. So they say, you know what? What's going to happen to this specific technology over a period of time? As a company, you want to start thinking, oh, should I get in the early phase or should I adopt later, see what my competitor is doing? Companies like Apple, Google, they stay ahead. So they want to be the one triggering the innovation, staying ahead, keeping the competitive advantage.
Absolutely.
So as an investor, what you want to do is use the same mentality. Where and when should I get involved in this technology? As an investor, I want to get in at the innovation trigger stage. So if you're looking at this old chart right now, you can see blockchain, but blockchain in what industry? Blockchain in the insurance industry, as of 2019, is still in the innovation stage.
Right.
But COVID happened in 2020, so we're still kind of stuck in that 2019 phase. And as you can see, you have blockchain, you have digital asset exchange, you have digital currencies going through that, that little rough,
the rough adoption
disillusionment
phase,
right?
Yeah.
And people are adopting it. So we're still kind of stuck there. As an investor, you want to get in there before it becomes the plateau of productivity and everybody's doing it, right? So these are investments that are still in the good median phase to enter. As you can see, Bitcoin is currently at 36K. If you had gotten in 2017, 2015, you could have gotten it way much cheaper when it was still in that innovation trigger phase. So if I am an investor looking at this chart right now, I would just say, quickly look towards the left side. Okay, is there blockchain in utilities? Is there blockchain in oil and gas? And as you can see, with the old Russian hacking the entire government infrastructure for oil and gas, if they can implement blockchain, if a company can figure out how to implement blockchain, they're going to be making a ton of money.
Absolutely.
Right? So what you want to do is get involved in those type of investment at a very, very early stage, right?
Definitely.
Blockchain for smart contracts. Isn't that part of what Cardano is working on right now? Blockchain in government. We just looked at what's going on in El Salvador. So you want to get in as an investor in the early phases and not much in the productivity and plateau phases. So this is another good chart for you to look at as an investor to figure out what phase am I investing in as an investor, and is it worth my money?
Dude, I couldn't explain that any better. I mean, you totally crushed that one, knocked that one out of the park. Dude, I'm having a proud moment right now, bro. I just want to say, I really like how you explained that. That was so cool. Right. So, listen, man, I think pretty much like Kenny said, man. And I think one thing that you also pointed out when you were explaining this to me earlier, in 2019, because of the virus and all that good stuff, there's been sort of like a freeze in this process, right?
Yeah.
Which allows like, I guess, like a sort of like a window of opportunity. And speaking of windows of opportunity, considering where all the charts are hanging at right now, right after the massive drop, and we found a bottom right now, we're going to be talking about that once we get to scribble analysis. I think that this is also a massive window of opportunity to build and just gather as much as you can, right? So that is, I think that's really pretty cool. And every day we are seeing that there is always a company or a country or some entity that it is taking on another phase or a little bit of blockchain and incorporating it into their infrastructure. So cool stuff here. We're going to leave a link to this in the description below if you want to, take time and really go through it.
Did you see blockchain in education? That's something else Cardano is working on.
That is blockchain. A lot of this stuff, man. When I was looking at this chart, I was like, everyone I read, I was just like Cardano, Cardano, Cardano,
Yep.
Cardano. So I thought that was really cool.
Ethereum is in there too as well.
Exactly. So with that, that goes without saying, man. I need to buy more Cardano. Let's roll on to some interesting news here, okay? Before we get into this, right? I don't know. Many people know who Anonymous is. Anonymous is supposed to be a hacker group, right? So I'm just gonna give you
Face. Yeah.
without a face, man. And they're
with no face.
a decentralized hacker group. So Anonymous is a decentralized international activist or hacktivist collective movement widely known for its various cyber attacks against governments, institutions. Aren't governments government institutions? Anyway, Wikipedia, we'll leave it alone. And government agencies, corporations, and the Church of Scientology. Now, this group of hackers are coming for Elon Musk, as you know, man. Right now, Elon is not on my good side, man. The guy's a smart guy. I get it. That is cool. But the guy is not perfect. And at this point in time, the guy is borderline evil. Okay? I'm just... That is where I stand with Elon right now, because I am extremely annoyed with the things that he's doing right now. So, Musk crypto tweets destroyed lives, Anonymous says, as hacker group targets Tesla CEO. So what happened was the Anonymous group created a video, right? And the video is, it's somewhere here. I'll leave a link to it as well so everyone can watch it. But it's
For Elon Musk, obvious to your
definitely
places
an
where you're
interesting
talking.
situation, right? So I'm just gonna pause that. But they created this video, and in this video, they're essentially saying that, hey, Elon, we thought you were doing good for the world, but it's starting to come across that you're just having these public temper tantrums, and as a result, you are crushing the lives of other people, right? And I see where they're coming from with that, because cryptocurrency is something that, for all of us average people, right, this is something that can be life-changing. And so for people who have spent the time trying to learn about crypto and trying to put their money into things like Bitcoin and Ethereum and all this good stuff, it sucks that everything that you've put in there and things that your dreams essentially get wiped away because some rich guy wants to feel one way or another from day to day, right? So if they let him out of the psych ward, maybe if he has not refilled his prescription, I know COVID has been out, maybe the pharmacy in your area has been closed down, sir.
They get it sent to him. Doesn't have to go to the pharmacy.
But anyway, the idea here is, look, man, his actions have caused a lot of pain to some people, right? His actions is clear manipulation of the market. And if you ask me, I think he should be focusing on Tesla, because the stock right now is performing like garbage, and we're holding a bunch of it, and it's not going as expected because this guy wants to be out here doing whatever with Dogecoin and everything like that. Go ahead.
I have to say the parties on multiple fronts.
Okay.
And Elon seems to be taking the big part of that punch.
Right.
He is not being, I guess at this point, he's not being smart about the actions that he's taking.
Okay.
But it does not help if all the big funds are also trying to push the price down, because they've been BSing the crypto industry for quite a while. And now that they feel like they're kind of late to the game, they also have to push it down.
Absolutely.
Also with the help of Elon, right? And things are gonna get better in the long term, so we have to just look into the future.
It is.
But
It is gonna get better in the long term.
Kind of messy right now, though.
Yeah, it is gonna get better in the long term, and we're going to also talk a little bit about that once we get over to scribble analysis here in a little bit. But I do think that this needs to stop. Elon, this needs to stop, man. You probably never see this video, but
Let's not say that. You never know. It might just say it. But yeah.
hey, man.
Okay, Elon.
Listen, man, stop your nonsense, sir. Stick to
man, chill a little bit, man.
Yeah, stick to going to outer space and all this other stuff that we cannot understand. But when it comes to market manipulation, man, we are disappointed, sir. You let us down. All right, moving on to scribble analysis here. Let's see.
Where we're starting today, man. Let's go to BTC.
We're going to start with crypto.
That's actually a crypto company.
What? BTC?
EBON.
EBON. Oh, dude, that's really, speaking of EBON, man, I'm looking forward to that. We have some stuff in there.
I think it's a good long-term investment.
Right. It is a great long-term investment. Now, we're going to be rolling back towards 2018 here, right, Kenny?
Yeah.
But before we roll back there, I just want to explain what we're looking at right here and why we're gonna go back, right? Oh yeah, so there was the head and shoulders situation that happened, and of course the price has been falling. Now the good news is that crypto is no longer falling. It seems to have found support, right? We seem to have found the bottom.
It's doing another version of the head and shoulders though, except for much smaller.
It's a much smaller situation.
Yeah.
However, I will say that this
as
is the first
volatile.
time. This is the first time in a long time that we're getting that entry signal there. So, for what that's worth, it is what it is, right? And of course, TTM is moving in the right direction. The thing is, RSI is holding. So, it's looking good. The good news is, it's holding here. It's no longer falling, and it's a good point to be loading.
Well, it's no longer falling as long as somebody is not out there saying some BS about something else.
If Elon doesn't come out and make a ridiculous tweet, because it seems that Elon is the main factor at this point, man, and he needs to. You know what is interesting? When Anonymous posted the video on YouTube or wherever they posted it, Elon responded to them by saying, "Don't kill what you hate, save what you love." You know what I mean? So. And I went back there.
Peaceful tweets.
Bro, I went back and I tweeted to it, man. I retweeted. I replied to him and I was like, listen, sometimes saving what you love may include killing what you hate. It is what it is. Come on now.
Drop them seeds.
Come on now. And listen, man, Elon Musk is internationally known as a smart man. But individually, I'm also a smart guy. Y'all just don't know it yet. Right? So, anyway, this thing is holding. As long as Elon does not wreck it, and Kenny brought up a good point. This is why we're moving back to, was it 2017 or 2018 here?
2018, I believe.
Let me roll this in. Okay, so here we go.
What's that one over there?
This is 2017, and then it kept happening.
2017, but the drop happened in 2018.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, so the drop happened in 2018. So, as you can see, and I'm going to zoom into this a little bit more here. This is. Right, so we had this massive rise, and then there was a massive drop, much like we have right now. But then this thing traded sideways for
ever. What we're praying is that it does not go this far.
Yeah, we hope it doesn't take this long. I will not think it would take this long because there's so much more adoption going on.
Exactly. So if you go back to that chart that I was showing you earlier, it explains why you've gone past that innovation phase, right? So the adoption phase now.
Let's see if I can pull up that chart again. Yep.
So you've gone through that innovation trigger phase,
right?
And then in 2017, 2018, you were probably going towards that peak of inflated expectation. So there was a lot of expectation, and I guess they did not meet those expectations, and then it fell down, right? Then it's gonna slowly pick back up.
Ooh. There we go. So, well, moving back into the chart there, this was sideways trading for almost a year.
Yeah.
A year and some change, right? Because that's somewhere in 2018, and we're looking at 2019 right there. So a similar situation could happen. It is very likely, right? And I think that it's smart to just keep buying. If anything, it just gives people an opportunity to keep loading into it before the next upward move, right? Because
it's almost like buying a value stock, right?
Exactly.
And you add into your position because company like Apple is not going anywhere.
Exactly. Exactly.
So you just keep adding on until the next boost comes.
So this would be a great time to just keep loading then and keep holding. Same thing with not Ethereum doesn't have a similar situation, but Ethereum is definitely something that I think is going to be rising shortly as well. So I think this is a great opportunity to just keep loading and waiting on it. Because you also cannot ignore the fact that there is all of these other things that are going on, from countries adopting it as, like El Salvador accepting it as legal tender, more and more companies adding it to their balance sheets and things like that. Well, once all of this is kind of in place and now things are able to function very much like in the chart you showed there, I think there's going to be a move up, and when that happens, you just want to be in it. It's as simple as that, right? So, and as you can see, also something that I also point out, remember, the longer the base, the bigger the breakout, right? So it's like building a base, right? And this was building a base for a year, and now you see this massive run up here. So with that, I would say it's definitely this is not financial advice. We're not financial advisors by any
Yes,
means,
sir.
right? This is only for educational purposes only, or entertainment purposes, however you want to look at it. But for me, I think that this is a great time to be buying Bitcoin.
Yeah, look at that support line, by the way. It's on a very strong,
Yeah,
If you look back, that right there. If you look back to,
look back.
So
Yeah,
it's within that range.
exactly.
And then you can just plan for 30 to be another major support
Level.
area as well.
Exactly.
Yep.
So far, it's good that it's holding above there, and as long as it keeps doing that, I think we'll be
Yep.
good. I don't really care so much for how fast it goes, but I think you have to also be a
We
long-term
just keep
investor.
adding on within that range.
Exactly. So there is that right? Jeez, I can't speak today. Looking at Ethereum, what are your thoughts on this one, sir?
Again, we're gonna look back. It seems to wanna be pushing up. It's a ladder up.
Yeah,
Ethereum did not have a big
Ethereum
shock
did not
just,
have much of a There is this situation here which kind of looks sort of similar to what we had with
What happened
Bitcoin.
to BTC.
Yeah.
So I think once crypto BTC start picking back up,
Right.
Ethereum will definitely start picking back up. Both of them have a signal upwards, and I'm sure if you look at the trend spider, it will probably say two up.
Of course. Now, here, before we jump into Transpider, this is actually what is interesting because I think for me, I believe that this will actually break away from Bitcoin. I think it will start running up, and Bitcoin is just
Ethereum and
gonna.
ADA could break up from Bitcoin, but the institutional investors are still heavily, and the governments are still heavily pushing towards Bitcoin
Right.
because of the infrastructure that it provides.
No, absolutely.
Ethereum and Ether and those guys also provide a different type of solution, almost similar in a way.
Right.
Well,
There's more
Ethereum allows you to
functionality.
build
There's more
other-
functionality with Ethereum and Ada.
and Ether, exactly right.
And of course, there's
Well,
a hard fork coming, which is going to be proof when once you try proof of stake.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The big companies and the big institutions are focused, and the big countries are focused on money,
Right.
and that is what Bitcoin's major focus is: finance.
Right.
And I think that's where Bitcoin continues to be a dominant role.
There we go.
The other guys provide the sub-level solution, which is also very critical.
Exactly. Well, one more before we close it out here. Cardano, right? I drew this triangle here. There's a bit of an ascending triangle with an entry signal. So I think for Cardano as well, I can definitely see this starting to run to the upside soon, along with XRP. And I do think that this is also going to break the trend from Bitcoin, because you remember when they all went down, they were all kind of moving together. And I think this is definitely going to break as well at some point.
Yep.
Right. So, oh wow. Well, we just, dude, that just happened live. The red.
Yeah, if you draw the trend line from May 17th downwards, and then from May 18th or so
Let's see.
upwards, to show you what the down
So
down
May
Have to go
17th
downward,
to about here ish. Right.
yeah.
And then we'll do another one from
I think 19th or so, there.
19th. Where's the price there? It's right there. From here, moving that way.
Yeah, so that really, if we're looking at it on the daily chart, that should cross over and go up, right? But then it could go down before it goes up.
Yeah, but we just saw an exit signal just come on just a couple seconds
Yeah.
ago. So there is that. So
Yeah, but if you switch that to Transpider,
oh yes,
I
let's
mean,
actually
the-
let's whip it over to Transpider and see how
the
that's looking
TTM
like.
is saying something else right now, from what that signal is saying. So that's a little bit of a conflict. Yep. So that's our drawing right there with the crosses, which with the power of AI, it's close
Hey.
to our crossing.
It's close to
but-
it.
Yeah, very close. This is the advantage of AI. You don't have to draw those drawings anymore. But it's
Hey,
not as accurate as yours, though.
I remember the days we did it manually.
Yeah. So that signal is right, because on the 2-hour charts,
Right.
it's trending downwards on the TTM squeeze and also on the MACD. but on the daily charts, it's still trending upwards.
Yes.
And also on the MACD and the RSI. So we're still good. It's just on the 2 hour at the moment, it's kind of trending downwards. So both charts are accurate.
Right.
Again, this is an advantage of using artificial intelligence for your charting. It does it for you without you having to do it manually.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to be wrapping it up here. We don't have an educational piece today, but we have something very interesting over Kenny. We're going to be getting to 1,000 subscribers one day. And when we get to 1,000 subscribers one day, man, what do you think we should do?
We are giving out some cryptocurrency.
Cardano, man. $500 worth of crypto, man. 250 each. Should we do two winners? 250 each?
I like the number 2, man. It's the 2 of us, man.
Exactly. 250 each. All right. So once we get to 1,000 subscribers, we're going to do a Cardano giveaway. $500 worth of Cardano. 250. So there's going to be 2 winners. Hey, like, share, and subscribe to the thing, man. We're going to select a winner from the subscription list randomly. And yeah, I'm excited for this. We're going to be posting more about this. We're going to tell you guys more about it. Until next time, Oga Kenny, final words.
Below out. Stay investing. Don't throw your money away.
Yeah, do not throw your money away, man. Definitely, yeah. Dude, I moved my camera angle. I keep looking for my camera there. My camera is down here now. I think I like the top angle better. What do you think of the angle?
Hey, I'm sure the ladies are going to love to see your beautiful beard.
Man, go on, man. They cannot leave the beard alone, man. But it's all good. J1 Prison out. Until next time.
Peace.